Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first live chat call. I hate being late, so I'm a few minutes late because we had some bugs. Um, Everything seemed fine. My husband's moderating for me. Okay, he just told me to wait.
There's a something
Sorry.
going on right now. Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to pause. Am I live?
It's got a ad.
Oh.
Yes, if you have,
So did any of that show
you're live.
for the first time?
You're live.
The other stuff wasn't live. Okay. I thought I was live 3 times now. Apparently now I'm really live. This is crazy. This will get rid of any nerves I've had. So my husband's moderating for me. I've now said this several times, but apparently this is the first time you're seeing it. My husband and son are moderating for me. I've got a computer and my husband in front of me, a computer beside me. We were having some issues because we had everything set up, everything was perfect. My husband sat down to get started and he's like, I don't see you. I'm like, what? And then he told me to go press something on this computer next to me. He's an IT person. I'm not. No, I say he's the brains. I'm the beauty and the talent. Anyway, so I'm like pressing something here. Then I thought I was like, anyway, I'm finally live. And sorry for being late, but we had last minute issues. So welcome to my first time live. I just thought it would be fun to get together. I have a tiny little haul of some holiday items, some silly items, some everyday items, and I just realized I have some clothes and they're on the other side of the room. So I'll have to get my lovely assistant to bring them to me. But anyway, just a few things to show you guys today, and chat a little and get to know each other better. I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth, so hold on. Okay. Anyway, did everyone have a good Halloween? I'm looking to see, is anybody in here? Oh, I see. Okay. I always call you Mac. MAK is that I hope that's what it is. That's why I'm like, oh, I got a comment from Mac. Hey, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in to my chaos. Anyway, oh, it's Mary. Okay, Mary. Great. Well, I'm Laura. Um, anyway, I hope everyone had a good Halloween. I'm gonna try and be looking here and here, and I'm not real great at that. These days I feel like I'm like a one task wonder. Where did my multitasking going? I don't know. Menopause. Anyway, um, I hope everybody had a good Halloween. Ours was kind of chill, watch TV, um, play some games, just chill. Um, thank you. Thank you for liking my shirt. It's Walmart. I think I showed it on a haul long ago. I've been waiting for it to. Do I need to put this on? Oh, I forgot to put on my mic. Hang on. Okay, my husband's looking concerned, so now I'm pausing. What's going on? Yeah, I'm still here. Am I not there? Do you see me? Anyway, this was on one of my Walmart hauls long ago, but I've been waiting for it to get a little cooler because I'm always hot. So this is like winter wear for me. Um, yeah, we just last night we just okay, Mothman said on here on his end. Um, we just stayed in, had a chill night, TV, some games. This time of year is always busy. We just celebrated our 20th anniversary. So I feel like that kicks off all the holidays. We have our anniversary, then we have a birthday in our family, then we have Halloween, then we have more birthdays, Christmas. So it just kicks off the craziness. Um, my husband's doing something with my what? Okay, if I do that, I don't know how to what I'm gonna do with I know, but that makes okay. Sorry, he's wanting me to aim it down. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Do I do it with the left or the right?
On the side,
Oh dear. Hold on, everybody. We're going for a ride. Okay, is that better?
Yeah. Up a little.
Oh my
Look
goodness.
right there, so you see you're right there, you'll see
It
your
looks
phone.
fine to me.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Anyway, I'm looking to see. Thank you for the congratulations.
So you got
Ooh,
that.
London. Oh, rain. Okay. I see, let's see, Avery Starr and Desmond Gowdy. And you're from London? That's so cool. We had rain this morning. It's finally cooling off here. So anyway, it's finally cooling off here. We stayed in anyway. Um, I'm terrified of getting these huge gaps now. So I guess we have a few people here. I did not want to be the person that sat there and stared at you guys and said, "We're gonna wait for a few more people to get here," and just stared awkwardly. And I said to my husband the other day, I was like, "What if I can't think of anything to talk about?" And he's like, he just laughed. So, but I'm one of those people, you know how you like if you're in the car and it's you and one other person and it gets really quiet, then you feel like you have to fill the gaps or it's just that awkward silence. Yeah. So I'm one of those people that's like, oh gosh, I gotta fill the gaps. I gotta fill the gaps. So anyway, but I have a little bit of a haul. Oh, and I was gonna show you guys will probably like, no, we don't want to see your children's pictures. But I was talking about Halloween in, I think it was Home Goods a while back and showing frames. And I said that I would show everybody some of my kids' pictures in their costumes through the years. You guys are probably like, yawn. But one of my favorite things to do was get my kids' costumes. And then we would always go get their pictures made professionally and try to do themes. I don't know why we do that to our kids, right? Make them dress in themes. I don't know. Maybe it's to bond them as siblings. But so I thought I'd show you guys a few of their pictures. Someone said dead air. Y'all are very cute. Mary said I could tell y'all how cute you are. Okay, they said dead air. I don't know if I'm having dead air or they were talking about dead air. Okay. So I'll show you a few pictures of my kids, the early years. Can they see? Can you see it? This is Winnie the Pooh and Spider-Man when they were little. Are we getting to there? Hang on. It's gonna be the awkward moment. I don't want to have dead air. Oh, Avery's just giving us a term for the gaps. Okay, thank you. Thank you for explaining because my brain.
We're not having that.
No, he was talking about they were talking about if you have gaps when in conversation, that dead air between people, you know? Okay.
Okay. I thought they were saying we're having dead
I
air.
did too. So okay, and then this was Star Wars. And my favorite thing about this one, well, there's two things. My youngest son, you could see his pull-ups through his stormtrooper outfit. So I just thought that was adorable. That was the Star Wars years. And then we love this shot because my son is doing the Darth Vader chokehold on the stormtrooper. And that's just one of my all-time favorites. Okay, this is my youngest son, and he was dressed as a cowboy. And my dad's like great cousin made that bib. It has a bandana, so that's been passed down from my oldest to my youngest. He was my little cowboy. And then another favorite is Narnia, Peter and Aslan. That's another one of my favorites. So those are just a few. I tried to find my dog is going around and around. I'm hoping she doesn't hit a cord and do something horrific. And she's sniffing the cord. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I tried to find my Buzz Lightyear pictures because I had a Buzz dressed like Buzz Lightyear, and my youngest one was crying, and they had a huge boo sign, and they sat him in the middle of an O in boo, and he sat there in tears in a Buzz Lightyear outfit, and it was so cute. But I think it's in the back of my Christmas closet, so that'll have to wait till I exhume Christmas. But anyway, so without further ado, I'm just making sure there's. Oh, thank you for saying they're cute. I think so, but then again, they're mine. Um,
They
I'll
do
show you
grow
this.
up,
What'd you say?
but they do grow up.
Yes, they grow up. I tell my sons sometimes, I go, they're not going to think you're cute. They're not your mothers. So yeah, don't act that way. Other people don't love you like I do. Or he'll say, he'll want something or want me to do something, and he'll be like, Mom, and he'll give me the puppy dog face. I'm like, you're grown now. That doesn't work like when you were 3. Yeah, that doesn't cut it. Okay, a few little haul things. I saw this at Michael's, and this is me in one picture, one whole ornament. This says me to a T. This is me, and this is Paisley. Paisley, when I got my sonogram with my second son, I told my husband, if it's another boy, you owe me a chihuahua. And he agreed to it. Well, we had a what did we have at the time? We had a wiener dog at the time. And he agreed to getting me a chihuahua. But chihuahuas at the time, it wasn't like, you know how now you can find purebreds in the Humane Society or whatever? You couldn't find chihuahuas. They were like $600. So I would look from time to time, but I just
Nope.
had to wait. In the meantime, we got Labrador retrievers for the kids. My husband's getting the dogs because they're being, oh, he's bringing me Paisley. This is the princess. You know how people get a push prize when I don't know if other people have that in other countries, and they certainly didn't have it when I had children. But women now get a push prize after they have their baby, and it's like a diamond ring or whatever. Well, I got when I had my last boy, I got a Chihuahua. That was my prize, a C-section and a Chihuahua. Um, but this is Paisley. Say hi to the people, Paisley. Please say hi. Yeah, she's wagging her tail. She's 13. She's old. She's getting old. And here comes the lab. Um, anyway, I looked forever and kind of gave up on it. And then I think it took me I think my son was 10 years old when I finally got Paisley. I found an ad for Chapalm. She's actually Chapalm. And yes, my boys are grown. They are 20. Well, one just turned 26. Paisley's kissing me. And one will turn 22 soon. So yeah, they're all grown up. Um, but she sheds like mad. We had yellow labs for years, and I would be like, oh my gosh, Luke and Miley, you shed so terrible. Look at all the hair. And then they passed away, and we had all this hair, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I blamed all the hair on Luke and Miley, and part of it was Paisley. Yeah. But anyway, it took me like 10 years to get my Chihuahua, but she was worth the wait. And yes, I agree, dogs are the best. Um, I started purse training her because I had boys. I didn't have anybody to shop with. So, I mean, my husband will go with me, but you need some girl time. So, I started training her to ride in a purse at 8 weeks old, and she's gotten a little nervous now, through after COVID when we didn't go out as much, and then being older, my dogs are being rambunctious, my labs. Um, she's gotten a little older and a little more timid. Um, our labs are Kira and Luna. And Luna is kind of nutty. We say that her middle name, I give them middle names. Her middle name is Moon. And no, her middle name is Sky. Her first name means Moon. Her middle name is Sky, but I said it should have been Tick, Lunatic, because she kind of has some weird quirks. Okay, I'm putting Paisley down. She wants to go with the others. But yeah, Luna is, and they're sisters. They're litter mates. Luna and Kira. And they are 5 years old. They just turned 5 years old, and they're sort of starting to calm down in some ways, but not really. So, in others, they do things like chew my throws on the couch and parkour through the living room. And so, oh, thank you about the Halloween pictures. Oh my gosh, we bribed them with corn dogs from Sonic. I'm a very tradition person and I love the holidays. So every Sonic puts in America, Sonic puts corn dogs on sale. I think they're 99 cents. So we usually go get corn dogs for the dogs on Halloween, and they get a corn dog. Paisley gets part of a corn dog, which is probably why she's chunky. But um, anyway, they're spoiled, but they bring us so much happiness. They're they're little nuts, but we love them. So, okay, I'll show you guys a few more things amongst talking. This I love. Okay, I talk about on my channel how I love barware and I love like champagne flutes and the champagne buckets, but I don't drink. I just no particular reason. I just don't care for it. I thought this was so cute. I got it at home. It was $3.99. I think they have some good prices. You kind of well pricing. Let's face it, it's weird now anyway. But you kind of have to pick through some things. You're kind of like, ooh, that's kind of pricey. But I think they do have some good prices. It's just kind of sorting through it, and it is massive in there. But, I saw that and thought it was really cute because I love all things I want a bar cart, but it's just not, that's a need, not a I mean, that's a want, not a need. Um, and I don't even know what I'd put on it really, to be honest, but fancy water and fancy dishes. But I'm gonna do a pink tree, so I thought this would be really cute. I have several little trees, so I wanna do a small pink tree. And then this was part of the dollar spot at Target. They've had some really, really wonderful things this year. My problem is just getting there before the vultures. It's like the one nearest to my house, I'm not kidding you, it hits and it's gone. So I saw that for a dollar. I got the other items. They had the press for champagne and caviar. I got those a while back, and then I just recently found these. Macarons. This is another one from At Home, $1.99. I thought those were really cute. And let's see, I think there's mm, this is from my latest trip to At Home. Okay, the dogs again, so cute. A poodle is on my breeds that I'd like to have list. That's $3.99. Yeah, maybe I did own a bar in my last life. Cheers. I owned Cheers in my last life. My husband and I used to have this dream. I'm like, who in the world was I? Were we in our 30s when we wanted to have a restaurant? I'm like, there is no way I want to cook and clean up after people after doing it for years. I'm like, was I even the same person? What happened to me? Yeah, poodles are really smart. My thing is grooming them. Ugh, grooming them. And so many people I know have trouble finding good groomers. So I know I'd be like, "Oh, I don't want someone else to groom her. I wanna do it." So they would look scary or I don't know. My husband I look at my husband, I'm like, "If I got a Yorkie, honey." He's like a jack of all trades. My husband, he cuts my hair. Um, he can do all kinds of things. I believe in him more than he believes in himself, or maybe he's just like, "I ain't doing that." I'm like, "I believe you can do anything, honey. I have confidence." He's like, "Yeah, well, I'm not doing everything." But I'm like, "If I got a Yorkie, would you cut their hair?" He's like, "I don't wanna cut Yorkie hair." No, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, grooming never ends. Our labs, oh my gosh, they shed so much. The other day, I vacuumed and swept, and I sat down on the couch, and there's this big black blob of hair. I'm like, "Where did that come from? I just cleaned every hair in this house. Did you just drop a tablespoon of hair right in front of me?" They're just everywhere. And this time I got black because last time we had blonde and we'd go to church and I'd be like sitting there and I'd look at my family and we'd have all these tiny hairs and I'd be like trying to brush them and I was always rolling. One time I was at Home Goods and I went to pay for something and this lady goes, "So what do you have?" And I go, "What?" And she goes, "Dog or cat?" And I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "The hair. Is it dog or cat?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." So I'm like, if I get a black lab, I wear a lot of black. But the problem with that is the carpet and everywhere it shows up at home. So
And the little hairballs.
yeah, and we have little hairballs. little tufts, which I didn't notice with the blonde as much, but with the black, you just sometimes I'll be sitting there watching TV and the ceiling fan's on, and I see something go whoosh, and I'm like, "Oh, was that a mouse? What was that?" And it's a hairball blew by, and I vacuum like every other day, if not every day, or sweep. It's just it never ends. You could vacuum every day. They would choke a Roomba out. I mean, it would be fried in minutes. And Paisley sheds too. She sheds horribly. When I take her out, I'm just covered, or like at night, I put my face cream on, crawl into bed, and she sleeps with us. And she'll come up and snuggle by me, and I'm snuggling and petting her. And then lay down, and I'm like, hair. It's just all in the cream on your face. It's like moisturizer and hair. Oh, back to the haul. See, I was afraid that I'd not have enough to talk about dogs and themselves. This I just loved. I thought it was so cute for a pink tree. $2.99, and this was at home. It's plastic, but I think it's so pretty, kind of opalescent. I'm going to dig out. I have pink ornaments I have not used since before my 26-year-old son. Before he was born, I had glass pink ornaments, and I packed them away when I had a baby, and haven't taken them out. So I think I'm going to try and pull them out this year and use them. Now I have labs, but I'm going to do a table tree and put them on that and see if it's Kira. She's the one that will grab an ornament, I know. What did she grab the other day? I have a little vase of flowers on a tray in my living room, and my husband said she got really excited. And if you know labs, they'll get excited and they want to have something in their mouth. And I've had flowers in that, fake flowers, for a year. And she grabbed a pink flower and was running through the house. And then she death throttles it. So she ruins almost anything because she has to shake it violently while running with sheer pleasure. Ooh, that's a good idea. Mohair, yes. That is a very good idea. Then it seems fancy, right? It's cashmere, it's mohair. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? Okay, since we're on the at home, I saw this and thought it was so cute. It's all beaded. He has a pearl nose. I thought that was absolutely adorable. I went in there going, I'm not buying anything. I'm just making a video and looking. I think all in all I did pretty good. I think I spent $18. That was with a Diet Pepsi. So that's pretty good. Under $20. But I just thought that was so cute. 4.99. I thought you could put that in a mug if you had like a little gift for someone, or a present topper. I just thought that was darling. So $5 for that. Let's see my bag of goodies. Oh, these were in the dollar spot, and I thought that was amazing. You know how you go to World Market and you look at their cute ornaments, and they are cute, but my goodness, they're very expensive. And I don't think this is any less quality than what you see there. And this was $1. So I picked up two of those to represent my sons. So I'm sure that I'm like, look, I got you a gingerbread to represent you. And they're like, thanks, mom. Cool. And I always think I'll pass it along, and I know I'll probably get daughter-in-laws, and I'll be like, look, and they'll be like, no, I don't want it. But I've got some of my husband's things, and I love them and cherish them. My mother-in-law's giving me she writes, when she gets stuff, she writes the date on it, so I've learned that from her. So then you look back and like, "Oh, this one was into Star Wars, and I got this ornament and whatever, 2001." So I learned that from my mother-in-law. The second gingerbread. What? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I loved, the stuff at Target. I was so excited the first night when, when I went the very first night and saw, like, the whole Christmas spread. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh," but I was like, calm down, like, "Give me the camera." Did any remember the, IKEA commercial where the lady thinks she got such a good deal that she tells her husband, she, like, looks around and she's like, "Stop the car, stop," because she thinks she got such a good deal, she's gonna get in trouble. So that's what Huh?
That's our thing now.
Yeah, we say that, and then I have a girlfriend, and she'll call me to tell me she got a really good deal, and she's like, "Laura, oh my gosh, I got the best deal," and we both go, "Stop." Or my husband and I say it to each other. So fun. Okay, Ross. I just did a Ross Christmas video. Oh, another comment. I told my husband, I go, point it out if I get to talking. Yes, the
Gingerbread garland.
what, honey?
She made a gingerbread garland.
Oh,
What Mary said.
oh my gosh, that sounds adorable. A gingerbread garland? Oh my gosh, I love gingerbread garlands. My problem is I love everything. So I'm like, I want to do gingerbread. I want to do pink. I want to do, and then I have so much stuff. I honestly don't need anything. So I have kind of sentimental, I would say more. Like my trees are going to be some Star Wars. I don't know. My youngest son, he was into all kind, maybe a dinosaur. His was very sporadic. Toys. We were gonna have Toy Story. Um, yeah, just all kinds of kind of their childhood and everything. Maybe a pretzel because my son would get pretzels every time we went to the mall. He always wanted an Auntie Anne pretzel.
Did anybody ever do the pickle?
Oh yeah, does anyone else do the German pickle thing? Where the first person to find the pickle on your tree? Do y'all do that? I have the pickle. I'm not gonna say we're real good about doing the pickle. You're supposed to be the first person that gets the pickle, gets to open the present first. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, do you guys have traditions? Like certain traditions you do? Anything like that? Or
Elf on the shelf.
yeah, does anybody do Elf on the Shelf or like, just other traditions? I try and have traditions. Ours may be more waning as they get older, but I've always tried to. We didn't have traditions when I grew up. So I'm very sentimental, tradition. My mother-in-law is very sentimental and tradition oriented, and I like that.
Mary, thank you, God.
Traditions or Elf on the Shelf or all of the above? Check all of the above.
Everything. All on.
The Elf on the Shelf, I did that some, but not a ton. We had one and we did it some, but we got it when our kids were a little, kind of getting to the end of Christmas. I did try to do it, but I think that could make a person insane. That could push you over the edge. Oh,
That's sweet, Lolly.
okay. Well, I'm gonna say, well, oh my gosh, Lolly, thank you. Well, that feels like an honor for you to say that, and I'm so sorry about your sister. That's very sweet. I'm sorry to hear about your sister. That's losing someone that is very hard. I try to with my shopping, I try to do things the way I would like to see it. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary, to hear about your sister too. That's very hard. Oh, especially during the holidays, right? Oh, thank you for saying that, Lolly. You're so very sweet. Thank you. Well, I enjoy doing it. I've always loved to shop, and I'm a bargain shopper. And are you saying something to me?
No,
Oh, okay. My husband folded his hands. I'm like, is he giving me? You know how in baseball they do the signs? I'm like, is he giving me a? We can almost read each other's minds. We've known each other for over 33 years, so we could. But even when we met, it was weird because we would finish each other's sentences, say things at the same time, and we could kind of look at each other and know. So I was like, is he? But what was I gonna say? What was I saying? I don't
about
know.
how you
Oh, shopping. I try to shop like for other people, show them things like would like to see. Sometimes when I'm watching other people, they won't show a price. And for me, I'm always on a budget. So
There's some things I'll see it and I'm like, "Oh, that's so cute," and they'll be like, "That's $55." I'm like, "I wouldn't even consider it. Oh, there's no way I could pay $55 for that, so no." And then sometimes they'll show something and usually a dog item, and I'm like, "Oh, that's so cute," and they're like, "Here's a dog holding a bone," or whatever, and they're like, "Clunk, sit it down." I'm like, "How much? How much? How much? Wait, how much is the dog holding the bone?" And it's usually somewhere where you can't look it up, and I'm like, "That's the cutest dog. I really want it." But I know that I wouldn't pay more than $15 for it, so I'd like to know how much it is. But anyway, so I try and shop like, showing the price and telling you if I think it's a good price, but it's kind of cruddy, I'm gonna go, I wouldn't buy that here. I wouldn't pay that for it. But I try not to be negative too. I don't want to be like, oh, honest, but I want to be optimistic, I guess. So anyway, and yeah, and I try and show things, well, and I've always loved to shop, bargain shop. So this is like the perfect thing for me.
Okay.
Ah, yes, yes, me too. Crazy about the holidays and the shopping. Yeah, see, that's me too. I'm like, how much is it? And I think, again, with the pricing today, you just never know how much something's gonna be. So why not tell people, and just give them a heads up of what they're looking at. Okay, so speaking of shopping, I kind of love the thrill of the hunt. Um, and certain stores are kind of, I would say Ross is one of those stores that's a thrill of the hunt place. The other day they had so much stuff, but it was kind of piled on tables and shelves. But when I dug, I found some really good things. And what I'm about to show you is one of them. Okay, Blue Sky. If I'm being honest, I didn't know Blue Sky existed until I started doing all of this. And a lot of their stuff, I could honestly take it or leave it. I'm not overly impressed with, but I know a lot of people love it, collect it, and I know it can be pricey. Even at like Home Goods, they have a lot of it. It can be pretty high up there. I saw these little dogs. They were Blue Sky at Ross. This one has a Santa hat, and even the packaging is darling. It has a tag that says to and from. And y'all, they were 4.99. I've never snatched something up so fast in my entire life. I was like, "Coming home with me." I'll be showing something and I'm like, "And this is cute. It's 4.99. Does that say 4.99?" Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes I see a price and I cannot believe how expensive it is. I'm like, "This is lovely." And I do try and keep it positive, but I'm like, I have to look at it again. Sometimes I'm like, "Did that say $65 for a nutcracker?" When I was at Michael's, I think that Nutcracker, it was beautiful, holding a tray, pink, and I thought, "Okay, that's gonna be probably $100." It was 100, I think, and $79. I was like, "No, that can't be right," and I'll look again. I'm like, "We're gonna have to edit this shot because I am like, what?" And again, I don't wanna be negative, and maybe there's that person that you say, "And this nutcracker's $179," and they don't bat an eye. "Bill, I'm going to Michael's. I'll be back with a nutcracker." Whatever, but I'm like, that's like part of a grocery bill. Yes, you can tell when I love something, and usually it's a dog thing. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Okay, this little dog. Okay, I think my son said it's a Shiba Inu, a Sheb as he calls it. And sometimes I stick to certain breeds, but this was just so pretty. It has antlers and has little skis, little red skis. And these were just so cute. I mean, honestly, you could almost hang it on the tree like that. I won't. I'll take it out. But I just couldn't pass. I mean, what can you get in this day and age for $5? So those I bought those really quick. Okay, so that's that stuff. Oh, and then let's see. Oh, Target. This was another one at Target. This was in the dollar spot, and I thought this was so cute. This would be really cute. You could even fill this with, like, tea bags and give it as a gift or coffee pods or whatever. $5. I thought that was adorable and just as cute as so many higher
cocoa.
end. Yeah, you could do hot cocoa, so many things. I just thought it was adorable for $5. That was another one. Now, at my Target, I tried to look for these. It was, like, gone. There was nothing. It just goes really where we live has grown so fast. I think sometimes it just can't keep up with the supply and demand is so great. I love the white trimming too. I just love the gingerbread. It's so adorable. Yeah, things go so fast. Okay, none of you that watch me much will be shocked at this, but I saw this adorable. And now I'm sure that my dogs, I can't even imagine how we're going to do this. I just can't imagine. Someone commented on that they wanted to get one of these, and they couldn't imagine doing their cats. And I said, you know how they say it takes a village? I was like, yeah, it may take a village. I don't know, but I'm gonna try and do it. I have to say, with my kid, going back to kids and dogs and the whole thing, the other thing I did is that my kids will probably never forgive me for, maybe my husband, whenever we got a new puppy, I insisted that we go get their pictures made professionally with that puppy. My husband, Ron, if you're gonna get that picture, dust it. My husband carried Labrador Retriever puppies through malls because I would get their picture made at this specific place, and so it was in the mall. So he would carry he carried big Labrador Retriever puppies, hyper Labrador Retriever puppies through the mall so that we could get their picture. I don't know where I got my energy. I was at the time very hyperthyroid, very ill, and it makes you very being hyperthyroid makes you very intense and very driven, and I'm blaming some of it on that. So this is one of those. This is our lab Miley. I will not even discuss her because I'll cry. Uh, sorry. Anyway, I just can't talk about her. She was the love of my life. The tissue. But
Guadalupe.
this was Luke. They grew up together. And they helped me raise my kids. They were our family dogs. And this is why I love dogs so much. But yeah, my husband, he's so wonderful. He would carry Labrador Retrievers through the mall, and then my kids would sit there. And this next one I have to tell you about specifically because this was Bella. She was our wiener dog, and she was a puppy there. And she scratched the daylights out of my oldest son during this picture. They were in a boat. Can you hand me a tissue, babe, right there? They were in a boat prop, and I got them all. And I am the bargain shopping woman. Um, oh, you had a corgi, Mary? Oh, we love corgis. We love corgis. I'm so sorry to hear about your corgis. Do you know about I'm sure you know if you're a corgi person, how they have the lightly toasted, toasted, and burnt corgis. The darker they go, the more toasted they are. Oh my gosh, and I love a side eye. Nothing beats a dog with a side eye. Oh, thank you, Lolly. Oh my goodness, 16. That's a long life, but it's never long enough. It never is. I love a side eye. Our Kira does a side eye. But 16, we had a dachshund live to be 17, and I couldn't let go. And every dog, I heard this thing that said every dog is a heart dog because they're different, right? And I read a thing once, and it's a quote from someone, I can't think of who, and it says, "When you love something so deeply, it never really goes away because it actually becomes a part of you. So you really don't lose it because it's embedded in your soul." And I thought that's so true. I have a picture of Miley beside my bed with her paw print. She's the last thing I see at night, and the first thing when I get up in the morning. But, bloomization, you miss yours? Yes. Yeah, you don't get over it. You really don't. I have been blessed that I have not lost, knock on wood, a person that I'm really close to. I've been so blessed because by my age, so many people have. And how do you do that? I don't know how you go on. It's got to be devastating. Um, to go on when now I did have a miscarriage before each of my kids, and that was the closest thing, and that was so hard. That was so hard to go over, and I still look at my kids after all these years and think I'm so blessed to have got to have them after having a miscarriage before each one, but loss is just hard, and I think if I feel this way with my dogs, I can't imagine, like, the 2 of you that have lost sisters, that's just got to be devastating. It's very hard. Oh, you have chihuahuas. Oh, I love chihuahuas. Oh, I'm sorry, Lolly, that you can't have dogs. That is very hard. It's very, very hard. We can only have 4 dogs here. At one time, we did have 4 dogs, and then, um, our, dachshund, Bella, the one that was in the picture, she passed away, and, when she passed away, we ended up having 3 dogs, and I've told my husband several times, I'm like, "Honey, we used to have 4, but financially, it's expensive too, especially with big dogs." I'm sorry, Avery, that you can't have any more. That's awful. It's really hard. Our dog Bella, we got her because we had a dachshund named Sarah, and she was very old. I got her when I was single, had her through marriage, had her through, being single, getting married, having my first babies. She was so good. I got her from a lady that I went to church with, and her owner was being abused by her husband and had to flee. And so she just brought her to this lady that I went to church with because they worked together, and she brought her to my house and was like, "Do you want a dachshund? I know you love them." And I was like, yes, you've come to the right person." And she was the best dog. She was the best dog. She was so happy to have stability that she didn't care what we did. Have a baby, I don't care. She just, didn't care. But when she was old, and my oldest son was little. He was what, 4-ish? And he's like, he kept wanting a lab, but his brother was a baby. I'm like, "We cannot have big dogs." So he came to one day and he goes, "Sarah," that was our old dog. "Mom, I love Sarah, but she's so old. And do you think maybe one day we could get a dog that I could play with? A dog that likes to play? I know I can't have a lab." And I was like, knife to the heart. So we got a wiener dog, and that's when we got the long-haired dachshund, and her name was Bella. Oh, you're very sweet, Avery. You're so sweet. But yeah, dogs just, oh, I can't, like a sad story or a movie will come on. I'm like, please don't let anything happen to that dog. I'm like, they're chasing
Forget the
people.
person.
Forget the person, but the dog. Don't let the dog die. The dog. What did we watch the other night? Something, and I was so
Worried
freaking
about the
out.
dog.
And I think it was a cartoon actually, and I was worried about the dog. Anyway, but yeah, dogs are the best. If people could be like dogs, we wouldn't have problems in this world. Oh, the youngest of 11. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
really cool.
19. Wow. My husband's mom had a lot of siblings. How many siblings?
He's 1 of 7.
She's one of 7. But 11, wow, that's amazing. I always thought it would be neat to grow up in a big
Yeah,
family.
3 of them alive.
Yeah. I always wanted 4 kids, but by the time I had 2, I felt blessed to have my 2. So, but I think it'd be neat to have a large family. Okay, y'all are gonna think I'm bonkers when I show you the next one. All these nice things you're saying about me, now you're gonna go, okay, I think you're a little nuts. A little cray cray.
Hard to
But
know that.
okay, if you watch my video, you saw that we went to IKEA. It was kind of a crazy day because we couldn't get my microphone to work. So we spent a ton of time there sitting and trying to get my microphone to work. And then it was like a rather easy fix. I'm trying to remember. We had to like
Had to
push
reset the camera.
reset the camera. That's what it was. So it was kind of a kooky day. I didn't get to show everything the way I wanted to, but I'm like, well, I'll make the best of it. And while I'm here, I'm going to get something I've wanted for a long time from IKEA. And we haven't been to IKEA. We went years and years ago. It used to be in Dallas. Now there's one a lot closer to us. But finding the time to go is just not easy. And so I've always seen people get these stuffed orangutans at IKEA. And I've always said, I want one of those so bad because my other thing I love and have loved since I was a very tiny little girl was monkeys. I used to swear I was going to grow up and have a monkey. I was. No one could talk me out of it. I would have one. Now I don't because I've raised children and hey, it gets it out of your system. It's close enough.
You got your own monkey.
Yes, I have my own monkeys. I don't want to be changing monkey diapers. No, thank you. But I had his little hands, Velcro in his feet. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. You know that Maria Aquando, I think her name is. She was like, throw away anything that does not give you joy, doesn't spark joy. I'm like, it sparks joy. I'll take it. I'll take the monkey. I can feel it sparking the joy. So I got this one. So cute. I always wanted one of these, and now I have my IKEA orangutan. And you think that would be enough, but there was something there that I didn't know existed. And I'm gonna have to hide this monkey because if Kira walks in here, she will steal it and death throttle it. Ugh. Okay. I had to stuff it in a bag to hide it. They have this one. Oh my goodness. Not one, but 2 monkeys. Also with the Velcro hands. So, as my son says, I treated myself. Every once in a while, I'll be with my youngest son, kind of likes to shop more or has the time more to do it with me. My oldest one likes to too, but he's just busy all the time. But we'll be shopping and I go, "Ooh, look at these earrings." And he's like, "Treat yourself." I feel like the devil on the shoulder and the angel. "Treat yourself, mom." I'm like, "Well, I also like to eat." But yeah, so I got monkeys from not a need at all. Not a need at all. Yes, I also love raccoons. I watch, it's Juniper Fox Rescue, and they rescue it's on Instagram, a lot of raccoons. I could sit and watch those little raccoons eat, and they just built them a water feature. I love raccoons. They are just I love all animals. I really do. I would love to have land and have animals. It would just be a dream come true. But I will have my teeny tiny little dog farm here for now. Okay, let's see. We're nearing the well, we're almost to the clothing portion of our haul. Um, okay, I have been carrying around. I don't know if any of you have noticed. You probably have. I'm like, these people are like, what's the deal with that striped zebra purse, lady? This zebra purse that I got at Target because the camera I use, it's on like a little tripody thing, so it's pretty good size, kind of bulky. And let's face it, I'm one of those women that I carry. Like I feel like I need several lipsticks to choose from, and I always have to bottle water. I have thyroid issues, so I get thirsty. Then I also have all food allergy weird issues. If you've heard my thing, so once in a while I'll carry a protein bar or something. Then my son's diabetic, so I'm like, I better put something in there if he's with me and he goes low and he doesn't have his stuff. And sometimes we'll chuck his insulin thing in there that keeps his insulin cold. So I need a big bag is the bottom line. And I saw this the other day at Ross. It's a Steve Madden, and it's really nice. It's actually an overnighter. Should I confess that? A weekender. a weekender. Yeah. And
Honestly,
yes. Anyway, I was trying to hold it up. But this is probably the most I've ever spent on a purse. I am not a girl that spends money on purses. I'm not a brand person. I just, if I had $500, I would not spend it on a Coach bag. I just, that's just not me. Now, other people, I understand that that's your thing. Hey, I went and bought a monkey, but and I'm sure there's people out there that's like, I wouldn't spend money on a monkey. So everyone has their thing. So I'm not condemning, but that's just not anything of mine. But um, I bought that was $39.99 at Ross. I also didn't realize the price of purses until I started doing this so much because I would carry a purse for eternity. Um, but in shopping and looking at all the purses and everything, I think TJ Maxx has some of the best prices. And so I saw this at Ross and I wanted something that was gonna durable, high dirt. I have labs and that I could just like it has an outside pocket so I could stick my camera down in there and my battery pack and pull them out real easy. So I thought $39.99 is not bad. I mean, to me, that's, you know, probably the most I've ever spent. Usually I try and spend like $20. I get clearance. I'm a clearance girl. But so I bought that. Hey, do you want to bring me those clothes? Do you mind?
yeah, I can.
But I do try and get things. I think it's harder to find things on clearance now because I think with YouTube and everything, word
not
gets
modeling.
out. You're not gonna model them for
I'm
me?
not gonna model.
Oh gosh, honey. He's not gonna model. Yeah, I love the purses. I think they're, oh my gosh. And don't get me wrong, I see some and I'm like, oh, they're just beautiful. Okay, so I was at Ross one day. I was trying to see, I know I had the tags on this because I'm trying to see how much it was. Okay, and I saw this, you know how the peanuts were all the rage when I was young. And I have loved all the Snoopy things that have been out. And I saw this, it's really soft at Ross. It was $10. And I was like, I don't know, do I need another t-shirt? But then I realized it was the year I was born. So it's like, oh yes, now I must have it because it was the year I was born, which have mercy. That seems you know how you dial down to the year you were born and it gets further and further away. I'm like, dang. But when I saw that I had to have it, and then when I got home, I realized it had a. It's always a bonus if it has them on the back for me. So $10. Ross has such good deals. So I got that.
Can I share a funny story
What's your funny story?
about Ross and the year you're born?
What's up?
And the lady at the checkout when you're asking about
Oh,
can I?
you can, but you'll embarrass me.
I don't know, it'll be, well, you embarrass me, so I can embarrass you.
I embarrassed you?
Okay, well, we're at the checkout, and you're asking about the senior discount,
Oh yeah,
and you're asking because it's for 55 and older,
yeah.
and you're asking what day it was on, and it's on a Tuesday. The lady looked at you like you were insane for asking about the senior discount,
Oh yes.
and I said she is 57, and she looked at you like you could not possibly be
I
57
think she
years
was
old.
being nice.
And I said she is definitely 57 years old, even though she doesn't.
I don't feel 57. So then, you know, when they say, like, you'll see something senior discount, and I'm like, what? Because I really don't feel 57. And then I'm like, I keep thinking I need to go to Ross on Tuesdays because I could get a discount. But then I forget, which probably proves the fact that I can, in fact, get the senior discount because I can't even remember to go on the day of it. But that's very sweet, honey. Thank you. I've been wanting a bow shirt with Dr. Pepper. We are in Texas, and Dr. Pepper is king in Texas. It's just a thing. Um, and I've been wanting a Dr. Pepper shirt with a bow. This I got at Five Below. It was $5.55, and I was like, I've seen these other places, but I'm not willing to pay like $30 for one. I just don't want to pay $30 for it. But $5.55, I was willing to shell out $5.55, and the other ones were all white, and this one's kind of a lavendery. So I thought it was really cute, and so sold for $5.55. They have them at Walmart occasionally, but they get sucked off the planet Earth at Walmart. Okay, I've also been wanting a Snoopy shirt with a pink bow. But again, hot commodity. I've seen other YouTubers find them at Ross, and I look every time. I have not found them. And again, if you go online, $35, I'm not spending that for a t-shirt. So this was at Five Below. Cute. Now it's kind of cropped, but luckily for me, it's stretchy and I'm short. And so I think this one was $7, but I was like, again, seven versus 35. I'll do 7. So I had to have the Snoopy with the pink bow. Okay, back to Ross. Through the years, I've got several, like, I think I've been in, like job interviews or church clothes from Ross, cheap. They have some dressy clothes at good prices. You love Dr. Pepper, Avery? Yes, I think you're right. I have found my people, the Dr. Pepper people. This one was, let's see, $5.99 for that. $5.99. And this riveting stuff has really been in. I've seen it on purses, belts, jackets. So I'm like, yes, I will take that for $5.99. I mean, again, where do you find sort of a dressy-ish shirt for $5.99 at this time? Okay, if anybody saw my Walmart, my last video, they had these sweaters, long sweaters, and they were $11. I scanned it and I was like, is that right? And I will remind you all, scan at Walmart like you have a choice because they're not putting
Really?
prices. But 2 reasons to scan at Walmart and look at the tag. I bought a blouse there one day. It was $10. On the tag, it said $10. It rang up $11. So I was like, no, you have to give me the tag price. And then I bought several things there that when I scan it, it's actually cheaper. I got some earrings for like $2 one day. And then this was 11. It's really long. They had it also in black. But I thought that was really cute. I have to do layered stuff. I really cannot wear a lot of pull-on sweaters because I fear that I would be standing there and going, if I don't get out of the sweater in the middle of the store cooking somewhere, I'm going to die. I don't think I could wear a thick pullover sweater. Yeah, I love the long sweaters. They're just cozy and wonderful. So I think that is that everything? I think that's my whole haul, my little haul I've been hunting and gathering to show you guys. Yeah, is that everything?
Picked out so far.
All of my little goodies.
The ones that are here,
Oh, thank you, Lolly.
are there anything that they want to see?
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys why I have you here. Is there any store you would like me to go to or any specific items you would like me to look at? Is there anything you're interested in? I don't know, like, any particular store. I thought about going to some model homes maybe and looking at model homes or just anything you want to see or any place you want me to go. I was just trying to think. Any subjects? Anyway, if you come up with anything, I'm always open for suggestions. And see, now I'm getting to the lull. Fill the space. Fill the space.
The dead air.
The dead air. The dreaded dead air. Oh, thank you, Avery. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Oh, thank you. Plumization, thank you very much.
Doing everything I love. So
That's very sweet of you.
now we are planning on doing some other things. We'll be having a video about Decorators Warehouse coming out.
Yes, we're going to be going to, there is a huge here in Texas, it's called Decorators Warehouse. It's owned by a husband and wife. It is massive and it's been around forever. And I've been planning to go for some time, but I swear, every time we plan to go, something like major comes up. I'm almost afraid to mention. I'm like, we need to go to that place. I'm afraid to say it's like, have a flat tire. I haven't even told you guys about my flat tire. I went to Aldi one day to do an Aldi video, and I usually, if I go to the Aldi, I take this one crazy a road trip. That sounds good. Um, Usually if I go to Aldi, I take this one kind of crazy busy street home. But I was like, you know what? They don't have everything. I'll stop by another Aldi. So I'm going to take a different street home, a calmer street, because it's closer to that Aldi. To take that street. I'm driving along and I'm like, pretty soon I'm gonna need to get my left lane, but it's a ways away. But it's calm right here. I'm gonna get in my left lane. I don't know what made me get in my left lane, but whatever it did, I'm thankful. So I get in my left lane, and all of a sudden I hear this really loud sound. I'm like, is that me? Is that my car? I was like, why is that so loud? What is that? And then I was like, started smelling burning rubber. And I'm like, I had a blowout. I just had a blowout. So luckily I was right. I had just come upon one of those turns where you can turn to the next street, make a left. And there was a neighborhood there. I was like, I better punch it because this tire is done for. So I punched it, got through. My son was available to help me. Um, but he was trying to get all those lug nuts off. And again, I was like, oh my gosh. And he's like in his 20s, fit. He works out, muscular. We could not get those stinking lug nuts off for anything. And so this man, this pool guy, he does like pool heating and air conditioning. He drove by and stopped. And in this day and age, at first you're like, do I want help? Do I not want help? But he stopped and he goes, I have a pipe that'll help you. And I was like, a pipe? Okay. But I was like, whatever. And he brought like a PVC pipe over and put it over our tire. What is that called? The
Tire.
tire iron. Put it over it and it gave leverage. And he was such a nice man, an angel. He loosened every one of those lug nuts with that pipe thing on there, that PVC pipe. And then he handed the thing to my son. He goes, I did my part. It's up to you. And my son was like, thank you. I will do the rest. My son got all the lug nuts off, got it changed. And then I went home. I was like, I was done at that point. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to that second Aldi. But yeah, that was my Aldi adventure. But I was very lucky I didn't go somewhere further away but
Location of that, and if it was that one in Dallas. It's in Arlington,
it's in Arlington, yeah.
but it's a big warehouse.
It is massive.
They concentrate on Christmas, but they have other seasons that they do as well.
I don't know what is CraftX, Mary?
You're been to Craft.
I don't know what CraftX is. Is it a convention or is it a store? I don't know.
I'll have to look it up.
Oh, it's in Houston.
Oh wow, that's way down.
Houston's a little ways from us. We're like the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. In the winter.
In the winter.
Because Houston makes us look like we have no humidity.
CraftX wholesale distributor.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look into it.
They're a florist.
Ooh, okay.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Oh, thank you, Bloomization. Thank you. That sounds like me.
I've been talking to my screen.
I've been one of those people that my hands don't go as fast as my brain, so I write like really messy. One time I sent a grocery store a list with my son, and he goes, "Does this say human skin?" I go, "Yeah, that's lunch meat." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm bad. My brain's like, my hands like."
I just saw a screenshot of that. It looks pretty neat. It's
Oh, that sounds really neat. I'll have to check into that. Yeah, that would be a good road trip.
Yeah, it would be. They got some really nice.
My husband's looking at it now. Yeah, the place that the Decorators Warehouse, it is pricey. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a great place. Yeah, it makes Dillard's look like I don't know, Walmart. Um, I looked at an elf there. Okay. I fell in love with the weird little quirky elves for years. I was like, those things are gross. They're so weird. Why do people get them? And I don't know, something snapped in my brain and I had to have one. Well, you know what happened? I went to Decorators Warehouse. That is what happened. And they did them in all kinds of silly poses and things. And it was so cute. I was like, I want elves. Well, their elves are like, I want to say like 39.99 or something, or 40. They may be higher than that now. So then I went to oh, Hobby Lobby and got elves. I had to have elves after I went there. They did so many cute
Why
things.
don't they have them this year?
This year, Hobby Lobby doesn't have the little quirky elves with the long noses. I think they're so cute. My boys, I have some of my childhood dolls in the top of my closet, and my boys will walk in there to get to them in my closet, and they're like, "You're creepy dolls." I'm like, "How can you say that? They were my practice babies before I had you. They're my babies." They're like, "Sorry, mom." I'm like, "And I have no girls to pass them to." So I tell my sons they have to give me some granddaughters.
Here we go. Mhm.
Oh wow, okay. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll probably do a lot of like inspiration video, not as much pricing.
Yeah, I'll probably show. I tried to show on my Dillards just a few items to make people see that not everything was like $50 and up, because there were some things at Dillard's, like there were plates for I think 15 and $20 and ornaments for like 16. So I tried to show a little bit in the front with Dillard's that it wasn't that there were some things that normal people could buy if they wanted to, but normal people, regular people, regular people. But you know, I mean, I'm gonna let's face it, I do not buy a lot of Dillards. I do a lot of looking at Dillards. Our Dillard's has a I'm babbling now, but our Dillard's has now downstairs, they have a guy, it's always the same guy, and he's fully armored, like a vest, everything. I call him RoboCop when I mean, not to his face, but I'm like, "Oh, RoboCop's here." It makes me feel safe. I love it. And then we were there the other day and they're like, I was a little intimidated videoing there. I've gotten used to most places, but I was a little intimidated there, you know, because I haven't done a ton of videoing there. So my husband's with me. He's helping me do a short. I'm doing the videotaping. And I hear someone go, Captain America, come in, please, on the little intercom thing. There's a lady in purple. And I'm like,
On their radio.
yeah, it was on their radio, you know, but I could hear it. And I'm like, am I wearing purple? Like, is that me? Am I the lady in purple? Are they reporting me to RoboCop or Captain America for videotaping Christmas? I'm like, calm down, Laura. You're not wearing purple, first of all. I said to my husband, I'm like, honey, that's not us, is it? I mean, I'd already checked to make sure I wasn't wearing purple. So I knew it wasn't me, but still, I was like, "Ooh!" In my mind, I'm picturing, you know, getting arrested or something for calling my sons. You need to come bail your mother out. She was videotaping Christmas at Dillard's. I'm like, more goes on in that mall than one time I used to take Paisley to the mall again, back before the whole COVID thing. I would take her more, and then she's gotten older and I've gotten hotter and we sweat on each other when I take her shopping. So
She's gotten heavier.
yeah, she's gained some weight. I've actually lost weight.
Yeah.
I've gained weight, lost weight, and lost it again. But let's pray I don't gain it again. But I would take Paisley in a little purse, like a sling, and she'd stick her little front paws out. And sometimes to kind of hide the fact that she was a real dog, I put a little flower around her neck, and also to dress her up. Who doesn't want to be fancy at the mall? So we would be thank you, Bloomization, about the compliment about the video. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you guys. I would put a flower around her neck and put her in this is a dog sling. It was made for dogs, and she'd drape her little arms out, and we'd walk through the mall. So I was getting my kids a cookie at the cookie, you know, have the kiosk thing, Cookie Factory, Great American Cookie Company,
Yeah.
one of those places. And so the kids getting their cookies and putting them in the, and he goes, "Oh snap, that's a real dog." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "I thought that was a teddy bear or a stuffed toy. That's a real dog. I just saw it move." I was like, "Oh yeah, she's real." And he was like, "Well, I just thought that was a toy." Well, okay. And then he pet her. She doesn't care, you know. But and then one time a girl somewhere was like, "I don't know if I would bring that dog to the mall." And I go, "Are you kidding me? I've seen iguanas at this mall. You're gonna tell me I can't bring my dog?" And she was like, "Oh," that shut her down fast. But yeah, I used to take people would be shocked because she'd be real quiet, and then they just see this little dog. And I've seen people. I saw a guy one day. He had a coat on, and he had a little Chihuahua. And I go, he's. I smiled at him and kind of looked. He knew that I knew his dog was there, and I go and pointed, and he's like, "Oh." Then he saw my dog. You know, you meet all those dog people. But yeah, I've had some fun little encounters taking her to different. Most people don't care. Most people don't even notice she's there. So anyway, say Krista. Yeah, yeah, really. A grown woman. Okay, I mean, when I say this, I guess it makes me sound kooky too. There's no way to not sound kooky. But I started to say a grown woman with like a teddy bear sticking out of a purse. Yes, a Chihuahua is perfectly acceptable, but a teddy bear. Oh, anyway, all kinds of adventures with. When I was a little girl, I used to take my cat. I lived in California when I was a little girl, and we would take our cats to the beach in a pillowcase. Now that was not my idea. That was I was just a child. But it's like, let's take the cats with us. We'll just put them in a pillowcase. I don't know why, but we would take. I had a big black cat with giant green eyes. His name was Midnight, and we took him to the mall, and I would wrap him like a baby. I was like, "Can I bring Midnight?" And I was on an escalator one day, and I had Midnight just wrapped. He was a huge male cat in a blanket, and I have him, there. And there were some elderly ladies behind me, and they're like, "Oh, honey, let us see your baby." Well, they were picturing a doll, and I pulled his blanket back, and there's this giant black cat with huge green eyes, and the lady screamed. She's like, "Oh, oh, honey, I wasn't picturing a cat." And I was kind of like, "Why? Why wouldn't you picture a giant black cat at the mall?" But I've always, I guess, had my things with cats, dogs. Is that, at least a little more stealthy. Yes, more stealthy. That's true. We used to take our cats also camping. We go in the forest in California, and we had a van, and we'd camp in the van and let the cats. They'd run into the forest, and then we got ready to leave. We'd call them, and they'd always come back. I don't know how something didn't eat them, but that was the 70s. Oh, thank you for saying that about the music. Yes, my son helps me with editing. Okay, the few times that you've seen 2 intros though, I I'll because he's gonna kill me. But I'll be sitting there, I'll be like, "Oh, maybe I should look at my video since we put it out there," and I'll have 2 intros, and I'm like, "Oh, you gave me 2 intros." But you can't fire him. He's your child, right? And I also don't pay him, so. So, I was talking to one lady, she was asking me about my camera, and her son has encouraged her to start a YouTube channel, and he said he would help her. I'm like, yes, do it. Have him help you. I have my son help me. Yes. He didn't really apply for the job. He just kind of got to hand it to, hand it to him. But he's really, I'm very lucky. Both of our boys are so, so sweet. So sweet. So good kids. Well, not kids anymore, but good young people. So anyway, Well, I don't wanna just sit here and stare at you guys, and I don't wanna bore you, and I don't wanna give you too many of my weird animal stories. What were you gonna say, Ron?
Mary wants to know what the camera is you're using. Right quick.
The camera I'm using is I always forget. It's a
DJI
DJI
Osmo
O
3.
Osmo 3. It kinda looks like a little sort of looks like a little robot.
Looks like a Doctor Who little thing, whatever they call the thing. What are those things called?
I don't know. I don't remember that. I remember the TARDIS in Doctor Who. I don't remember the thing.
Mothman. What's that thing called?
I don't know. People will stop and ask me. They're like, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's a camera. So, and then they're like, well, how does it work? So I'll give little demos. I'm like, I want to show you if you want to know. They're like, yeah, show me. I had a couple in Home Goods ask me, so I showed them. We had a lady in World Market. She's like, what is that? Can you show me? How does it work? I said, I need to get a deal with them.
What is it called?
My husband's looking something up on it.
Oh, the sonic screwdriver. It looks like
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it does kind of look like the sonic screwdriver in Doctor Who. Man, my son used to just love Doctor Who. That seems like so many years ago when he was younger. People are probably like, oh, yes, exactly. I know what a sonic screwdriver is. Now it's clear as mud. Yeah, Mary said,
Sponsor, please.
Yes.
Really, you've given out so many different things about that. If you got sponsored by DJI, it would be amazing.
Some people think I'm doing inventory in stores. Are you doing inventory? I'm like, oh no, I'm making a YouTube video. And they're like, what? And then I had one lady, I get like in this zone when I'm filming. I am in the zone and I am kind of gone. And I kept hearing this lady ask someone, can you please help me? Can you please help me? Can you please, ma'am? And then finally I kind of emerged from my fog and I looked over there and she's like, yes, can you please help me? I'm like, I don't work here. I mean, I'm working here, but I don't work here. And I was like, oh, I don't work here. She's like, oh, I am so sorry. Cause she got kind of irritated, you know. I think she thought I was ignoring her. I was like, no,
You like to show fragrance to somebody else.
I would have no problem showing fragrances. I am a little out of the loop, but where would you like to look at fragrances? Like Home Good or not Home Goods, but TJ Maxx I know has them. Marshalls. Marshalls,
Walmart, Target.
Walmart, Target has fragrance. Where would you I would like to buy some fragrances, so
where
I
does
need
she
to
get
brush
her
up on
fragrances?
fragrances. Yeah, where do you get your fragrances at?
Kohl's.
And do you have any recommendations? I would
Oh,
like to
really?
get some. I I dug out some perfume the other day that I got forever ago. I think my husband got me forever ago. But yeah, I've been wanting some new perfume.
Yeah, those places are good.
Oh, Sephora. Okay.
Yeah, Sephora's and Kohl's.
I need
right?
to, yeah, there's Sephora and Kohl's. I need to branch into Sephora more. I've been a little intimidated because I haven't been in there much, but I need to branch into that more because, like I said, I just haven't. It's not something I've done much, but I'd be open to do it. What fragrances do you like? Beauty Warehouse. Where's Beauty? Do we have a Beauty Warehouse?
Beauty Warehouse. Let me see what one is. Beauty Warehouse. Beauty Warehouse.
Yeah, I've been kind of out of the perfume loop, but I'd like to get back into it.
I don't have a Beauty Warehouse.
My
here.
favorite was always Beautiful by Estee Lauder. That used to be my favorite. And then there's a lady I follow on Instagram, and she gets that Juliet Has a Gun in Pear, and she's always talking about that. It is pricey. It is beyond my budget, but I wanna go one day and smell it. I'm like, "I just wanna smell it. I wanna see what that smells like." She said everywhere she goes when she wears that, people are like, "You smell so good." I used to live in Miami, and in Miami, there were a lot of people with money, and then there were a lot of, different ethnicities, and they would wear the most gorgeous, yummy smelling, strong perfumes, and I loved it. Like a beautiful Cuban woman would pass you, and she would just leave this yummy, beautiful, lingering fragrance, and I loved that about living in Miami. Just all the different fragrances and things, and I know a lot of people are like, "Ooh, I don't like perfume, it makes me sneeze and I have allergies and things," but I always kind or a man when he walks by. One time my son and I were walking in to go make a video, I think it was TJ Maxx, and this guy walked by, and we both go I go, "I'm sorry, but he smelled so good," and my son was like, "He did." I even noticed, I was like, "Dang, what was he wearing? That smelled so good."
Underneath, you good?
Okay, I'll do that, yeah, I'll totally, um okay, I'll dive into Sephora. That will push me to do it because I've wanted to do it. But like I said, I remember when I first started, some of the handbag names I had like, I was like, I don't even know what that, I would kind of be like, oh, I don't. And I was like, okay, go do the person. If you say the name wrong, you will learn. It's okay. So I brushed up on that. But yeah, I'll delve into it. Okay, and I'll check into their sales. I don't know if we have a beauty warehouse here. I've never, maybe towards Dallas
Everything
more.
we got Ulta, but we don't have anything.
There's a Happy Beauty. Is it Happy Beauty? They built one by our Target that and I need to jump in there one day, but I've never jumped in there and checked it out.
Sam's Beauty Warehouse,
I don't know. I do not know.
Uptown Beauty Supply.
Okay,
Unique
don't read them all
Beauty.
the beauty supplies. I want to know all the beauty supplies in there. It seemed like there used to be more. Well, we in Texas, we used to have more like big drugstores and things. We had like Texas Drug Warehouse and different places back in the day um, to purchase that kind of stuff. But all that's kind of changed. Okay, I'll check out Walmart too. Yeah, for sure. I've been, like I said, I've been wanting to do that, but I just haven't yet. Shoes. I love DSW and Nordstrom shoes. Okay, I will. Yes, I will definitely. Okay, there's a thing on there. You need to get it. Um, we are getting a DSW warehouse close to me next year, so I'm looking forward to that. Um, and yeah, I need to do shoes more too. And Nordstrom's, I think we have a Nordstrom rack, and I need to do that too. I have not been doing that, so I need to hop in there. So I'll definitely check that out. Okay, definitely shoes. Did you get that one person that? Okay. Well, I will check into all those things. So fragrances, shoes. Like I said, we're getting a DSW warehouse soon here. Okay, I'll definitely do Dillard shoes. That's another thing I need to delve into is Dillard's a little more on the just regular items. I love Dillard's earrings. I could just live there. I could stay there. In fact, I will walk through Dillard's a lot of times just to look through the earrings. I'll definitely start doing more shoes then. Well, I won't keep you guys. Thank you. I just want to thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I have loved chatting back and forth with you guys and getting to know each one of you. Kohl's Jewelry, I love Kohl's Jewelry, so you don't have to ask me twice about that. And I've gotten some really good buys through the years in their jewelry.
Don't be
Oh,
sorry.
please do not be sorry. I've been wanting to chat with you guys. I have loved every minute. I appreciate it so much. I really do. And like I said, it's been so neat getting to just a little, as we comment back and forth, getting to know each other. I've loved it. Thank you so much, Mary. And I do. I feel the support from you. I really do. And I appreciate it so very much. Oh, thank you, Avery. The same to you. I gladly will. I've enjoyed it. I was a little nervous, but I think it went well. And each one of you, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I just can't say it enough.
We'll do another one.
Yeah, we'll most definitely do another one. I plan on doing one, if not before, definitely Christmas. Maybe some Christmas decor. How I bolt my tree to the wall so the dogs don't get it, that kind of thing. I'm thinking of putting up my big tree this year. I have not done a big tree yet. It's not huge. It's just I've done smaller trees, and it'll be the first time since we've had the big lab. So, oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Lolly. That's so sweet of you to say. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And we will definitely do it again. And I will have another video out soon. It should be, I think my next one should be, unless anything happens, knock on wood, I'm going to decorate his warehouse soon. So anyway, well, we will be seeing you all very soon on our next video. Thank you again. I appreciate it so much. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of your weekend. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you real soon.